Okay, are we streaming? That is the question. Oh, it is streaming. Oh, I guess I started a little early. That wasn't supposed to happen. Let's see. Oh, I guess it is. Okay, that did not work as planned, but oh well. Why not? We're gonna go with it. Hi, Alice down the rabbit hole. Hi, Cerise. Hi, Ikale. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the Wizard's Tower, and as the title I think says, hold on, let me check my what have I checked out? Oh, it is the title. At least the title worked. Yeah, let me get back to the chat. Um, and just talk about just whatever is like on your mind, you know, just whatever whatever we're going to talk about. I'll tell you about my week. It's my first full week working with Apollo as a deity, um, which has been interesting. Um, and I'll put a question out there: what deities do you guys work with? And just post them in the chats. Because I'm curious. It's because, as I said before a while ago, um, outside of my so outside of my Christian side, I never really worked with any of the deities. It was always acknowledged them and God and Goddess and just kind of at arm's length. So it's kind of a new thing for me now to take and the timing is really I think has been really good um, for me to work with Apollo because here in the Northeast it's been like constant constant rain, like rain and rain and rain and rain. It's raining now. And it's like and the thing is also here in the Northeast it's spring. It is like, you know, the cold weather's gone and it's time for the flowers to grow and the sun to come out, even though, at the expense of being selfish, um it's still April, right? So April showers bring May flowers, right? So I mean it's supposed to be raining, so I just got to be a little more patient with that. Hi, Family Wizard. Hi, Heather. Um, Welcome. Yeah, so I kicked off the stream a little early. I'm trying to kind of have it pre-scheduled so that you know the notifications go out a little bit earlier than when I first start the stream. That way, I don't have to do all this incessant babble waiting for people to filter in. Even though this is an open forum, hi, Shauna. Um, so I got a couple. Oh, so Ikale, Osun, you work with Osun. Hold on, I don't know. I don't know who Osun is, but let me go to my handy dandy book that's got all my gods in here. I want to find out what pantheon is Osun with, because there's so many. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can find Osun in here. Bear with me, dead air. Osun, that's a part. These are the. Wait a minute. Let's go to the Norse. Odin. All right, I'm at a loss for who Osun is. Well, it's not in my book. Interesting. Shauna says, I'm working with Inanna at the moment, feeling like Hecate is calling me, though. That is funny Shauna, that you sorry, squirreling. Okay, Ikael, Anavisha. Okay, different section of the book. I know what you're talking about now. is an Ovisha goddess. Um. But anyways, back to Shauna's comment. I started working with Apollo a little over a week ago, and I also actually set up a Jesus. The same statue that I got. And did I show you guys my statues? Have you guys seen my Jesus and Apollo statues? Should I show them again? All right, come over here, you. All right, let's see. I don't know which camera. Let's pop over to this camera. But look at him. Back him up a little bit. Isn't he gorgeous? I think maybe this camera might get the details better. There we go. Look at that. Like, even the face. And he wasn't that expensive. And not that I'm trying to show you his feet, but I'm trying to show you that. Even has his name on it. And hold on. I'm going to grab my other deity I'm working with over here. And this is Jesus. Again, the detail on these are amazing. He doesn't have his name. He's just standing on a rock. Like if the camera, come on camera, can you like really do something with the bad lighting? That's kind of what he looks like. If my lighting didn't suck. All right, let me put him back over here. I don't know, everyone likes to show and tell. But anyways, back to, oh my God, I totally had a squirrel moment. That was awful. Back to what Shauna said. So I started working with Apollo and with Jesus. And I've also heard a call for Hecate. Hecate. What am I saying? Hecate. Yeah, and it's weird. So I think that I'm once I get familiar with Apollo and the like, and kind of get my deity altars set up, I think I might do a little work with her as well. Yes, the first one I showed was Apollo. He's gorgeous. Yeah, the two statues are made by the same company, and I have the boxes here, which I'm trying to stick to that. And this is the box. It's Studio Collection. I got it from Amazon. So now you do a search for a statue, and I try to look for made by Studio Collection. That way, they all match. So I have Apollo, I have Jesus. I already have ordered, and it's on the way. Apollo's sister, Diana or Artemis, depending on what you call her. Hecate is powerful. They're all pretty powerful. And I'll tell you, so I'll tell you a little bit of my experience working with Apollo this, the past week. Oh, hold on. I'm going to squirrel. Permission to squirrel. Okay. Heather says, Hecate is an amazing goddess, but she will force you to look at those bits of yourself you try to hide. Yeah. So a little bit of working with Apollo, and I've been doing a little bit of research on Apollo, and just kind of, I hope it doesn't anger him to say, but the way I look at things is I create all right. This is I'm gonna really sound off the deep end here. Have any of you guys watched Criminal Minds, the TV show. No need for permission to squirrel. We are a tribe. That is very true. So, in the show Criminal Minds is about profiling, catching the criminal by profiling or doing a personality profile. And it's funny, I take this approach to my deities because in my mind, when I'm interacting with them, it I don't know if it helps me connect with them, but with each deity, I have a personality profile. Working with Jesus, who I've worked with the most, he's the calm, collected, chill, I don't know, almost a stoned vibe from him. He's just, straight to the point. I'm going to tell you how it is, but just chill. So Apollo, I've been doing this. The process of this week has been to profile Apollo's personality, both on what I've read and what I've felt. And pretty much that has come to a conclusion. And I have this personality that when I'm working with Apollo, and he's actually right here now. I've got the altar lit and I can feel his presence. And he's like, oh God, you're crazy. Profiling. But he's more, he likes to play jokes. He'll let you know when you're kind of misstepping or, he wants attention. It's funny. I lit my altar. I have an altar over here. This would be a fun field trip. I'm going to knock everything over. Hold on. We're going for a ride, folks. So that, so that is my Apollo altar. Right? So here's the thing. This is what happened, and this is kind of funny, I think. I lit the candles, and then I lit the incense, then I lit the candles. But somewhere when I was lighting, lit the candles, whatever, whatnot, the incense went out. So I'm sitting here, the altar's just right over there. And I'm sitting here, and I hear the candles crackling. I'm like, what the hell? Like literally. And they're just normal candles Matt gets. And it's like crackling for no reason. It's like just making these noises. I look over and it happened like 3 times. So I'm like getting a closer look. And I noticed the incense went out. So I got the lighter. And of course these lighters that I have, you're going to sit there like this for like 90 times before it decides to light. So this tick, 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 tick. I light the incense and the candle stops crackling. Right? So it's like, hey, over here, my incense went out. So it's been kind of fun. Shauna says, beautiful. Yeah, I've got to, later on today, I've got to clean the altar up because I have this problem with candles. I work a lot with candles. Maddie does too. And that I think he gets from me. And, so I light the candle, and it dribbles down and it's just like a candlestick. Well, it gets on the altar cloth because I never put anything under them. Maddie gave me these 2 little mirror things that, and if they weren't lit, I would show you that at least if the wax goes down, it doesn't go on the altar cloth. But I got wax all over the altar cloth. So I gotta like, I gotta clean it up. IKL puts a question out there. Do you work with Gaia, Heather? That's an interesting because Gaia, if it's the same Gaia, in a lot of the reading I've been doing on Apollo, which crosses over into the other Greek gods, if I'm not mistaken, Gaia, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure people will, is Zeus's mother. I read that in a few places online. I don't know how true it is. Do you guys know if that's true? Let me see. Do you work with? Well, that question was for Heather. She answers, I don't. Just Aphrodite, Athena, and Hecate. Interesting. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I got to research that a little bit more. So I might. Hold on. Heather says, but it's difficult to work with Greek deities and not have some connect with a lot of them. Yeah, I mean the Greek deities do go together. I'm very good. And now here's the thing, and this is oh my God, so many good things coming in the comments. I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, the Greek deities do go together. I am very good at compartmentalizing, so I'm doing good with working with Jesus and working with Apollo. I know the other deities are out there, and I know, especially when summer gets here, I want to work with Apollo's sister, Artemis, because I think they go together, right? Apollo's the god of the sun, Artemis the goddess of the moon. Um, was it Rhea was Zeus's mother? I wonder if that. Oh, okay. I gotta look into that. I wonder if that was just a misprint then online, because that's it's the internet. um, but kind of going back a little bit. Um, yeah, Kale says I thought Gaia was Mother Earth. Yes, I did read that. Gaia, from what I've read, Gaia is Mother Earth. And I forgot there's another counterpart, Father Sky. I forgot his name. Heather, that might be where it is. Gaia, then Reyes, then Zeus. Okay. I know I kind of thought that there was some sort of connect in there. I just kind of missed the generation. This is interesting. Is this a good subject, talking about deities? Or is it just because I'm so fascinated with it that I'm just like loving this? But yeah. So I've been feeling, just flashes of Hecate out of the corner of my eye, if you would. Not really literally, but like in different. I don't know what it is, but I think she's calling out to me. Now, I don't know, is Hecate... She's a little off on her own. Let me find out more about her. I know Maddie knows a lot about Hecate. But I don't think she is part of the Greeks. No. But we'll figure all that out. I know Maddie's really good at the... I focus mainly on the 12 Olympians. And but Maddie's he's working with who's he working with? He was working with Hecate. I don't know who it is. It's a goddess. Yeah, no, so Heather says Hecate isn't an Olympian god, but she is Greek. Yeah, I know it, and that's probably why she's calling out to me. I'm reading a lot about the Greek gods, so I'm seeing her name a lot. So she may not be one of the Olympians, but she's very important. Now, what is she the goddess of? I want to say, I want to. I don't remember what she's the goddess of. Alexa, tell me about the goddess Hecate. Wiki Hecate.
Here's the Wikipedia article on the night of Nighthar Moon's joy. The night of Nighthar Moon's joy, often referred as the Triple Hecate or simply Hecate, is a 1795 work of art by the English artist and poet.
Oh, never mind. Alexa, stop. All right. Well, let's see. Who do we have in here? I didn't go through and say hi. Sea Willow. I haven't said hi to you yet, I don't think. Hello, Shauna. Yeah, I can look through this. I just don't like the awkward silence as I'm trying to read. Let me see. In the beginning. Is Persephone. Oh, wait a minute. What am I thinking? Hold on. Hold on a second. I got the Ipid. Oh, that's what it is. See, I knew Maddie was working with her. Thank you so much, Heather. Oh, I love how you guys keep me sane because I'm insane in the membrane because I got no pain. Yes, she is the goddess of witchcraft, the crossroads, and it was the underworld. I was thinking the underworld, even though in the Greek pantheon, wait a minute, hold on, that's where I might have seen her. Hold on. Hades, ruler of the underworld and the dead, all things buried in the wealth of mines, wife Persephone. Yeah, I gotta learn more. But yes, yeah. What's on my hoodie? This is, I honestly don't know because it's actually Maddie's hoodie because I steal his hoodie. But isn't that cool? It's very it's very, I don't know, tribal looking. Well, let's show this. Marge, can you believe it's fucking snowing here? Where are you, Marge? Oh my god, I couldn't deal with that. Like, that's the one thing, thankful to all the gods that are around me, and goddesses, is that the temperature broke. Once the temperature breaks, well, hold on. I'm not going to tempt any gods. But usually in New England, right, it's cold, icy. And then you have, like, this transition period of literally a couple of weeks where it's erratic. And then it just milds out. And the coldest it gets here is like 45. Like right now it's cold. We had a storm come through, and because yesterday it was 68 degrees or 65 degrees, and so it's 48 now, which is cold, really cold compared to what it's been. But oh my god, I could not deal with snow. Oh, you're in Alberta, Canada. Oh, you're up there. Welcome, Canada, in the house. Oh my god. Yeah, so you're probably, it's probably still cold. Love it. Marge says, love it, Dave. You're the best tease. Honestly, I have to give credit where credit is due. Half of them come from Maddie. Like, he found these other t-shirts. Do I have one? No. I don't have one nearby. But the real gothic ones, and I really love them. So he gets one, I inherit it. He gets it, I inherit it. You know, it's kind of how that works. But yes. Let me see. So what's on my hoodie? So okay, Hecate helped Demeter travel to the underworld to get Persephone back. Yes, that's what I see. See, I read that. I was reading because I'm reading about all of the Greek stuff, and I knew I couldn't place it. Yes, there's a whole story about Persephone, who is the wife of um, Hades, but was actually, Demeter traveled to the underworld to get Persephone back. Um, Akael says, "What app am I using to do live?" It's called OBS Studio. Um, it's I did a flip through some of my videos. I think I did a little blurb on it, but it gives a lots of different features. Now, see the candle just look. Now, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. All right, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, and I don't think the mic picked it up, but the candle started crackling again over here on Apollo's altar. And check it out. The incense is about to go out. It's fucking nutty. Dude, I'm cracking up. The spirits are all around us. Yeah, but I did a piece on OBS Studio. It gives you a lot of features. You can do graphics like that. That's how I do a lot of that. You just make them little images, in Paint or whatever, and yeah, you can kind of put them in, and you set up scenes in it. And what you do is you take the scenes and I program them to different buttons on the keyboard, so and I can produce my own show. Right, so this is the Wizard's Tower, and while I'm playing with the buttons, don't forget to check out the Facebook page. I do, I've been posting a lot on there too, pictures of the altars, doing the card of the day, stuff like that. So definitely check that out. Just some questions. What's the name of the planner at large? I'm working on my planner inspired by. Interesting. So one thing I wanted to do, and I will post this on the Facebook page, but I like to do a card of the day. I've been doing a card of the day every day. It's kind of, I think of it as like reading homework. While I'm not doing the readings, at least every morning. And so if you're a member of the Facebook group, I post them in there every morning with a little bit of my intuition. But we're going to do this morning. I'm going to do this morning's live. And I'll have to relight Apollo's incense if it stops making these candles crackle. But let's get our card of the day, shall we? Okay, so I got a little shuffle. Oh, that's a good one. All right, are we ready? Card of the day. Split the deck right there, and card of the day. Oh my God! Jeez. So today is. So what I get from this is the broken-hearted card. So today is the day to spend pay special attention to your relationships. Those of us that are in relationships, we need to focus on that today to kind of keep this card at bay. So affairs of the heart, give the heart a little extra attention today, and that's what I get from that. I'll post a picture of that, as a matter of fact. We'll do this live. I'm going to do this live. This is going to be weird. All right. I'm going to come out of here. This is how I do it. Right, let's go to the other camera. Oh no, yeah, this one's better. So I got my phone, and what I do is I take a picture of the card, and I go to the Facebook group, oh, and I post pay attention to the really, Siri, you can't suggest heart affairs of the heart. It's an expression, and you couldn't. Um, give extra attention to not yo to your void. Not a good time to play. Okay. I'm sorry. That was probably boring, but I wanted to post it on there. I wanted to do our card of the day. Um, so it is actually posted on the Facebook group. So sorry about the boring dead air. So pay attention to affairs of the heart. Give extra attention to your special someone if you're in a relationship. Avoid the broken heart. Not a good day to enter into a relationship. So if someone asks you out, um, or I don't know, I don't know. I would say, oh, I got to think about it. It's just I don't know. The cards it's just not a good day to enter a relationship. Or if someone proposes, I hate to say this, but like if someone were to propose to me today, I would literally say, "Can I think about it until tomorrow?" Because I wouldn't. I just that's what the card says. Anyways, let's go back to the comments because like I had to close that app out and I'm going to the wrong apps. Back to our comments. Where are we? Oh, they're all flying by. Somewhere in time, Tara says hi. Hello, how are you? Hi, Caroline. Um, um, anyways, back to what. Let's get that off the screen. Back to what I was talking about. I got my iPad. I'm going to see because a couple of things I was reading, and I'm going to give you one that I suggest to read, um, which is which is a Greek story. Homer's Iliad. If you have some time, give it a read, and if you have any like interest in Apollo or even some of the other Greek gods and important kings of that time, it's just a good read. And I wanted to kind of let's see, let's get this out of here. I want to do a I want to look up Hecate. Hecate. Am I saying that right? Hecate. All right. Hecate was the goddess of magic, witchcraft, the night moon, ghosts, necromancy. She was the only child of Titaness Persis and Asteria, from whom she received her power over heaven, earth, and sea. Hecate assisted Demeter in her search for Persephone, guiding her through the night with flaming torches. After the mother-daughter reunion, became she Persephone's minister and companion in Hades. So that's a little blurb on Hecate. It's Hecate. My God, I don't usually Hecate. I was Hecate. What the hell was I saying? And I also said Hecate. Yeah. And what's weird is I think some of us have been spelling it. I'm going to go back. Some of us have been spelling it wrong too. I think, unless my eyeballs are like being weird. Because I've seen some spell it H-E-C, but no, I'm going to see if I can turn this iPad over here like this. It's Hecate. Or, not Hecate. Well, that's why I say Hecate. I guess I could be, but it's Hecate. Kind of like a, yeah. He ate is the, he ate, yeah, it's the Latin. That's right. That's right. And it's not eight, it's ate. Hecate. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, that's right. Some people spell it Hecate, but I guess it's spelled according to, according. Well, I guess it can be spelled both ways. Oh, that's right. It can be spelled both ways. Okay, I didn't even notice that. I'm a dummy. It says in the first, right? Hecate, but in parentheses, it has a spelt with a C. So yeah, I guess it can be spelled with both ways. Neither is wrong. I need a drink. So who else are you guys working with? So like I said, I'm working with Apollo. I gotta. Actually, he doesn't seem to mind that the incense burnt out, so I think we're good. So I come home. What I do is in the morning, right before I do card of the day, I will light his altar, and I will do an offering. I've been doing a lot of white sage, which is not really associated with Apollo, but I like white sage, and it's so cleansing. I do burn some bay leaves. So at night, what I do is I will set up my my coal burner, and I will crumble up some bay leaves on top of that as an offering. Because the bay leaf and the laurel tree is very sacred to him. Heather says with that website, Thea, yes. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yes, it is really an awesome site. Really an awesome site. Definitely a good site. So yeah, I also use them to charge my crystal. It's that, and that is, oh, what the hell is that? Look, it's bloodstone. It's something. And I let him charge that. So let's go. Let's continue talking of deities, because so one other thing that I have. Right. Oh, here we are. Speaking of, I think it's Demeter. She's the queen of the earth, goddess of grain and all cultivated plants, symbols, cornucopia, ears of wheat. Interesting. And she's the one that went to get Persephone from the underworld. Who, in the Greek pantheon, Hades, or the Romans called him Pluto, ruler of the underworld, the dead, all things buried, and the wealth of mines. So I got to put a question out there. I started reading through, and I know that different pantheons have different gods and yada yada yada. But like we hear so many things like, can I post a? Sorry, squirreled. Um, Dave, can you post a link on Wizard's Tower for that? Yes, yes. I will put this link in the Wizards Tower Facebook page. I'll post it in there. That way you guys have it, because it really is a good site. A lot of just a lot of gods. Like they have a section here for the Olympians. And what the hell? Let's read a little bit about Apollo, which was funny, was they like I love this. It's really not even Apollo, it's Apollon. But in parentheses, Apollo is correct. And that's just kind of the translation, because, like, if you go and read through Homer's The Iliad, he even has a different name. But yeah, I mean, just to give you a sample of what this website's like, not only, it gives you, and actually, speaking of the name, I'll show you on here. Like, look right below. It's got, like, the Greek name, translation, Latin spelling. It has a lot of info right there at your fingertips. Let's read down it. Apollo was the Olympian god of prophecy and oracles, music, song, and poetry, archery, healing, plague, and disease, and the protection of the young. He was depicted as a handsome, beardless youth with long hair and attributes such as a wreath and a branch of laurel, bow and quiver of arrows, raven, and the lyre. Then it has a section on myths. The most famous myths of Apollo include his birth on the island of Delos, and it has more. If I click this more, it just brings me over the lead. That's probably the story of that. Right, I'm going to just kind of keep going on this one page. Another is the slaying of the serpent Python, which guarded the auricular shrine of Delphi. These are myths. Slaying of the giant Tityos, who attempted to carry off the god's mother, Leto. Oh, Leto, that's right. That's his mom. The destruction of the Neobides, whose mother had offended Leto with her boasts. His music contest with Satyr, Marsyas, whatever, who lost and was flayed alive. That's awful. His love for the youth, Hyacinthus, who was killed by a discus throw. Yeah. So this linked to a lot of these other stories that they have, and there's some real fascinating stories that are great, and that are it's how I built my profile, I guess, if you will, of them. But let's we can go on Olympians. Let's no, that's not what I wanted. Let's pull up Apollo's sister, Artemis. Artemis was the Olympian goddess of hunting, the wilderness, and wild animals. She was also a goddess of childbirth and the protectress of the girl child up to the age of marriage. Her twin brother, Apollo, or Apollon, was similarly the protector of the boy child. Together, the two gods were also bringers of sudden death and disease. Artemis targeted women and girls, Apollon men and boys. In ancient art, Artemis was usually depicted as a girl or a young maiden with a hunting bow and a quiver of arrows. then it goes on to the myths. So there's so much to really kind of learn about these guys, and this is kind of how, I've got my books. I've got this book which kind of touches in on it, but yeah, this site I will post it in the Facebook group. So please join this Facebook group, and I will post. The website is called TH. It's called, I think it's Theory, whatever. It's www.theoi.com. It's a website. Let me see if I can just post it in here. www. What does it let me? Let me see. THEOI.com. It didn't come through as a link, but it's on a phone. But I will post it in the Wizard's Tower. It's and to to answer your question, it's a website, theory.com. Oh, and Maddie's diet anything. That's Matt texting me. He's getting me Starbucks. Isn't he a sweetest thing? We'll show that one from Marge. Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't a book. This book though, however, it's a great high level guide to because it's very thin, but it's got like blurbs on everything. It's the Grimoire for the Apprentice Wizard. It's kind of one of my go-tos. Oh my god. Let me see. Sure, me too. I was just thinking, same thing, and we had Saturdays with David and Maddie popcorn party. Yes, it's happening tonight. I don't have any guests. Somebody needs to tell me. I need a guest. Who wants to be a guest? No one's reached out to me and said, Dave, let me be a guest. I need a guest. Or it's going to just be me and Maddie. Probably just me. Do you want to look at this for more? I'll be high. Oh my god. So yeah. So that's Artemis. And we can kind of and there's so much to dig in through them with all the myths and stuff. Let's see, who else? Well, let's read it because we mentioned Demeter. Demeter was the Olympian goddess of agriculture, grain, and bread, who sustained mankind with the earth's rich bounty. She presided over the foremost of the mystery cults, which promised its initiates the path to a blessed afterlife in the realm of Elysium. Demeter was depicted as a mature woman, often wearing a crown and bearing sheets of wheat or cornucopia. Yeah, and these actually, and it's funny because these look like the real old. If you look at the pictures that they use, it's like the hieroglyphics. Oh my goodness. Let's go to the comments. The one I held up. Yeah, that's this one. That's the Grimoire for the Apprentice Wizard, and that is written by Zell Ravenheart. Let me see. Yeah, I just woke up downstairs with my coffee and said Dave was on. Yes, Dave is on. Posted a link on the. Oh, Julie posted a link on the Facebook page. All right, it's already there. Nice. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. You guys are great. There's somewhere a great way to have coffee in the morning. Pat and I can be guys. So, does anyone, while we're on this page, hold on, Maddie is, all right. Um, bear with me. I have to Latte scanny. To the iced decaf latte skinny 2 equals. There we go. Maddie's like, I tell him just give me the usual. He gives me shit like when I don't remember, but he never remembers my stuff either. Hold on, I gotta find where the page is. Okay, back to this. Does anyone have any other? Because we have all kinds of. Let me see. It's got Olympians, other gods, titans, heroes. I'm gonna let's see. Let's look at more Olympians. No, let's go other gods, and let's bring up. Let's see what this site has to say about a Hecate. Oh no, we did that already. Oh no. All right, let's see. Hecate was the goddess of witchcraft. The night moon goes. Oh yeah, no, I read this already. I'm gonna pull up Hades because Hades is one of the ones that oh, squirrel moment. Shauna, how do you be the guest? It's simple. When if you're a guest, the only thing you need is Google Hangouts. If you're familiar with Google Hangouts, I'm answering Shauna's question. How do you be a guest? What apps? You just if you use your phone, install Google Hangouts. Set up like work with your Google account. And what I do is I put Hangouts on over here on my MacBook, and I will send you an invite. So it becomes like a Skype session where we talk to each other, but Google Hangouts has the ability to take that and stream it into YouTube. So that's what I use. The short answers, Hangouts, and yeah. So that's how you do it. Oh, you have Hangouts, yeah. So if you want to be our guest, yeah, we'll have to we'll have to do that. We can do it if you want. Shauna, are you a member of the Facebook group? Because what we can do is we can do or Facebook friends or something like some like Facebook Messenger. We can kind of chat back and forth before getting it all set up. Let me see. Let's go over here. Heather says Dionysius is an interesting one. God of wine, drug. Oh, let's look her up. Let me see if it's in here. Other gods. More. All right. I'm gonna have to search it. How do you spell it? Let me see. Oh no. T I O N. I want to search this one. See if it finds it. There we go. Story.com. All right. Yeah, dinosaurs, myths. This is myths. Dinosaurs was the Olympian god of wine, vegetation, pleasure, festivity, madness, and frenzy. Interesting. Oh, he's right here. He's one of the Olympians. Here he goes. Dionysus was the Olympian god of wine, vegetation, pleasure, festivity, madness, and wild frenzy. He was depicted as either an older, bearded god or an effeminate, an oh my god, effeminate, long-haired youth. His attributes include the thigh, thyrsus. It's like a pine cone tipped staff, a drinking cup, and a crown of ivy. He was usually accompanied by a troop of satyrs and maenads, wild female devotees. Interesting. Oh, this is I might have to get this. This might have to be my next statue. Look at that. Oh, baby. Yeah. All right, hold on. Now, let's see. Let's see. I gotta, I gotta copy this. Copy. And if I go here, sorry about the dead air, but I gotta go to Amazon. Oh, what happened? No, Amazon. Okay. Amazon.com. I want to see if they have one of those statues. Come on, paste. Did it not copy? Ugh. Why? Why? Seriously? What's my phone? Dion. DionYsis. Oh my god. Come on. Jesus. DionYS. Statue. Oh, they only have the bronze ones. Well, I'm gonna have to look around for that some more. Um, Damn. I'm gonna go back to Chrome. Oh my god, sorry about that, guys. I really should not have went shopping in the middle of a live. Oh my god, how stupid I am. Anyways, so that's yeah, so that's why I didn't really plan much on this Saturday morning. I just wanted to have a babble and just talk about different things, different deities. Um, Jennifer, oh Jennifer, hello, how are you? I think you've been here. I think you were one of the early ones in. Um, but yeah, I mean, any of you guys have any questions? It's pretty open forum. I figure Maddie's on his way back with food, with sustenance. So I'm gonna probably eat when he gets here. But but yeah, this was a good talk about deities. Tonight we have the popcorn party. And depending on what time I get back on Sunday, I want to continue our talk about Soul Traveler and astral projection. Because it's funny, with working with Apollo, I am contemplating trying to astral project to, try to see him. That's probably not the best of ideas, but get my hat right. But Summertime Tents. Have I gotten any new decks? The only one, the last one I got was this, and I did a show on it. The Titan of Dreams. Right? Let me see, Dave. Message Pat today for guest. I'll be in town this afternoon. Message Pat. Who's Pat? Is that you? Is it Pat on the? Send me a message. That way I know who you are. Like, because I get confused with names. Oh, you. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, send me a message. And that way, yeah, we'll do this. It'll be fun. We'll have a guest. Pat, I'm sorry. I sometimes don't talk very well. No, I meant to say, I meant to ask Pat if you're on the Facebook group or on Facebook. If you can, if not, join this. Find me, because if we do a Facebook Messenger, it's a lot easier. We can go back and forth. You can even do video or whatever. Because I want to, before setting it up, I want to ask you a few questions, just kind of to set up the show. You know what I mean? That way we'll talk about what we're going to talk about, so you're not blindsided. All right. So I guess this is it. I'm going to wrap it up here. Don't forget, check out the Facebook group. And like and subscribe. This was a fun little. Oh, good. Oh, I added you as a friend. All right. Yay! So look at that. We have our guest for the popcorn party. Oh, man, you better get ready. All right, cool. Thank you guys for joining the Wizards Tower. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to each other. In the room, in the chat. Right, we got to support each other, and that's it. That's another Saturday morning. Yay! Bye, everybody. I love you guys.